Hey man, how's it going? Sitting here enjoying an ice house. Thought I would show you my DVD collection. I'm going to break these videos up into a few different ones. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the first front row of the first shelf. Um, I don't want this to turn into like a 55-minute video, so that's why I'm breaking it up. And then if you want to look at it, you can. So I'll just give you a brief little story of each one too. Got this one at the library for like $1. It's just a cooking season 13 of America's Test Kitchen. I've never seen the show. I haven't watched this yet. I just have it because there were a couple of recipes on here I might want to give a shot to. Chicken and stuff like that. I'm not a very good cook yet, but I like cooking, so hopefully I can get something out of that. This one I'm probably going to be selling soon. It's Benson Seasons 1 and 2. Not because it isn't a good show. I watched a couple episodes. But because I don't think I'm ever going to make it through the whole thing. Bernie. This is a great little drama. It's a true story. Jack Black plays a guy who I think he was accused of murder. And I think it was an accident. But he turns into a really nice guy after that, so everybody likes him. I picked this up because it was part of this limited edition series, the Pop Art series, where they make these cool covers. They have ones for Shaun of the Dead and all these other things. And it's a good movie. I'll probably throw this in around Halloween. Birth. This is a crazy drama and kind of a genre movie. It deals with reincarnation. Now, this movie, The Boogeyman, and its sequel, Return of the Boogeyman, which I think I saw under the title Boogeyman 2, I remember being fantastic VHS day movies. I think it was something my aunt recorded off of HBO for me. But I put it in a little while ago and shut it off after a few minutes. I don't know if it'll hold up. Maybe if I just have to be in the right mood for it. So we'll see. And every once in a while, I just want to visit with this group of knuckleheads, the Brady Bunch. So I have this there in case mood ever strikes. It's actually one of the few independent movies that I remember renting from Blockbuster. Usually when you were seeking out an unusual title, you didn't go to Blockbuster for it. They didn't carry much in the way of unrated movies. They certainly didn't carry much in the way of horror movies beyond the most obvious titles. But they did have this one, and my mom on my birthday went to rent it for me and asked the guy behind the counter, "Hey, do you have Brain Damage?" This is the limited edition, limited availability, and I really like this movie. Frank Henenlotter, director of Basket Case and Frankenhooker. I was given this by my boss's wife as a gift and haven't watched it yet. Brooklyn. My aunt gave me this, The Brothers Warner. It's a documentary about the Warner Brothers. Picked this up in the cutout bin at Walmart. It's a double feature of The Burbs and The Money Pit. And this is an HBO miniseries, Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Byzantium. This is the remake of Cabin Fever. I think they just remade it to hold on to the rights. I don't think there was any real reason to remake it. This one, I don't remember liking originally very much, but people just rant about how great it is, and I thought I would give it another shot. I picked it up for like $3 or $4. I did like the sequels, and one day I'll give that one another view. These are the two TV movies from, I believe, the late 70s, 79. I remember seeing these on television with my cousin at his house. Captain America and Captain America 2, Death Too Soon. And one of these, I think part 2, features Christopher Lee as the villain. Carnage. This is a great drama. Roman Polanski, he spent a lot of money to do the special effects on this one. because he's living in exile. And even though it all takes place in one room, it required a lot of special effects to have the shots out the window. So it's a good movie, and I confess I have a crush on Kate Winslet, and she's very pretty in that one. So and gives an excellent performance. Catch Me If You Can, one of my favorites. Spielberg, one of my favorite directors. This one came as a bonus for only $5 when I bought Grindhouse Releasing Blu-ray. It's Lucio Fulci's Cat in the Brain. He famously got angry with Wes Craven when Wes Craven made Wes Craven's New Nightmare because he said that Craven had imitated him with this movie. It is self-referential. It is about what's going on in his head as he creates his latest gore masterpiece. I think if I'd seen all of the movies that it takes clips from, because it's kind of a clip show in his head, I probably would like this less. But because I haven't seen a lot of them, this is a great gore fest. It's just a lot of fun. I'd recommend it. This is Choke from the writer of Fight Club. I know you've seen this one and you weren't real impressed with it. I really liked it. Oops. I think it's time for a drink of beer. So, this one I bought when it first came out. It was something that the first time I saw it was when I was in high school, and I remember being terrified of algebra. And on a Friday night, realizing that I hadn't brought my homework home and just dreading going back to school on Monday. I was trying to keep my mind off of it, and went to the local mom and pop video shop, and they had one of those big box videos. And then this came out on DVD 10 years ago in a really nice edition, which I sold. And then it came out on Blu-ray, and that Blu-ray is out of print and worth over $100 now. So I went with the DVD, which has just as many extras. The Deadly Spawn. I've watched it again. It holds up. It's just a perennial favorite. I think a person needs to see it once a year. Deliver Us from Evil. One of the better of the minor exorcism movies. The Devil's Rejects. I'm trying to get this stupid sticker off the front here. This came out on Blu-ray, and I heard the transfer wasn't very good. So I went with the DVD because it has this 4.5 hour, oh no, it's a 144 minutes documentary about the making of Devil's Rejects. And I think this is Rob Zombie's best movie in my book. I had to reorder this one. I remember this is another one of those big box movies from that same small video store that at the time I didn't like, and now I just love it. Dr. Gore, which has a second feature on it, How to Make a Doll. And I know you've seen both. They're both terrible, but I enjoy them. This is a great comedy. I would urge you to seek it out. It's it's a modern day romantic comedy, but it's filmed like an old 60s movie, a Doris Day kind of thing. But it's written with the same kind of verve and excitement that Moonlighting kind of had. So if you're looking for something to watch with Christine, this is a good one. Not that you shouldn't watch Dr. Gore with Christine, but. And then this one I got from my uncle, who sadly passed away about a year ago. And this is I think you actually have this disc. It says Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, Horror of Dracula, Taste the Blood of Dracula, and Dracula AD 1972. I have not watched any of these yet, but I will. I remember being a kid and having a crush on Electro Woman and Dyna Girl. And now here's a modern day take on it, which I liked. It's good. 2 Elvira's Movie Macabre episodes, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians and Beast from Haunted Cave.